Quizzes Variety Show, Episode 2. First, Toast the cat continues to be criminally cute. And I think we have some footage because I recorded it and edited it in here because I'm the only one who does anything around here on this show. But he fell off the computer because he's a little bit dumb. And that's the news. For this next one, I'm gonna zoom in. For this next segment, I'd like to call it Skill Learn or Skill Learning. Now I've put the frame too far down, but I'm too lazy to fix it. I had a dream where this guy at a party showed everyone he could cry on command and everyone applauded and cheered, and I kind of want that energy in my life. So some things I think will lead me to cry on command. So let's sit here for a little bit and you can try to cry with me. Okay, I think I did it, pretty much. I felt a teardrop on my guitar, so holy fuck, I think it might be because I just yawned a whole bunch. Alright, but let's try again. Let's try to get more tears going. See, I think my brain knows that if I yawn a bunch, I'll cry. My brain's helping me achieve my goals. I think Toast is so cute, and he's just a little guy. Come here. But I actually can't have you for this next segment, so I'm sorry. Alright, Chrissy, take us back to that day 10 years ago. Sure. Yeah, the hippos, they just made landfall. I was on the beach of Florida trying to even out my tan. And what was the first thing that tipped you off that these were no ordinary hippos? Other than they're being hippos in Florida, they were bright green, and the people closest to the water, the shoreline, started dropping one by one. Mr. Phillips, sir, an honor. And that's where I used my powers as the governor to deploy the state military. By that time, the 3 hippos had moseyed on down to the state fairgrounds. We sent drones to drop a cage on each of them, but by that point, the people in their path, well, some were survived, but they were never the same. Some went on to become the world's first superheroes, but that's a story for another time. And then what happened? Our top scientists were on the case. They took swabs. They took pokies from the hippos. Miraculously, we discovered the animals around the hippos seem unaffected. The pet zoo on the fairgrounds, them animals, none of them, the ranch animals, even the little chickies, none of them showed any signs of being infected. So we thought we could make use of that. What else was discovered about these hippos? Well, I don't know nothing about the sciencey aspects that went into it, but on the political side, we deemed the hippos a biological weapon of warfare. As we were figuring out what to do next, that's when the first cage failed. Hello, Penelope. Welcome. What did you do once the cage failed? I shot it. Right. The hippos threatened to take out the Ferris wheel, so I suited up and I mounted my camel, biohacked to death, twice the size of a normal camel, titanium infused, and with spit that, well, I don't know what the spit did, but it was badass. I rode and steered my camel right up to the hippo, and then I just lit it up with the turrets on the camel's backs, embedded directly into its shoulder blades. That seems awfully dangerous for you. I think if we could alter a camel's DNA to that nature, we could have just sent a robot or a missile. Oh, it was just awful. Those poor, magnificent creatures being mowed down like that. We were determined not to lose another one, so we gathered as many people as we could. And we gathered as close as we could to the hippos without dying from their fumes.
Wait, you were there when the hippos massacred hundreds of people. You had to run for your life, and you what? Wanted to protect them?
It wasn't their fault. They were made to be lethal. And by who? Humans. Us.
So you became an animal activist for these hippos?
No, I became a believer. The great hippopotamus were to usher in a new era. We felt their power. It was clear to us that they were meant for more, and we stood behind them.
How was that clear, and to who?
We had to put the other two down as well. Their cages failed just hours after the first. We had to use our final weapon, our Hail Mary.
A totally normal strategy this time, right?
Our hero, Penelope, jumped from her titanium camel onto our newly de-extinct woolly mammoth. You know, the ones we got from our research on those cute as heck little woolly mice. A missile shot out from each tusk of the woolly mammoth, killing each hippo on impact.
Okay, so there's the missiles.
You animals! And not the holy hippo kind.
All right, things are getting out of hand. One more question, Mr. Phillips. Did you ever find out which country had sent these hippos?
Nope.
I'd like to introduce a new segment called Ranting or Rant, where I rant about something because I can. And today, YouTube experts or YouTube advice from YouTube gurus. So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and reading books and going on Reddit looking for advice on YouTube channels. I've come across a lot of advice that I don't like, but might be accurate, but I don't want to be accurate. Namely that you need to niche down.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to.
Gaming channels, let's say, video gaming channels, but you can niche it down to doing just indie games, right? You can niche it down further to doing indie games that feature taxidermy. I don't know. That's very niche, right? And then not a lot of channels do that, and people who are interested in that are looking for that kind of content, and you're providing it. So you gotta niche down, but I don't like that because you could end up putting yourself into a corner, pigeonholing yourself. The algorithm. So the algorithm is very confused about my channel right now because I'm literally doing like everything. I did a video gameplay video. I've done roasting Zillow homes.
I've done crafting and tech. I've done learning how to dance and shake my booty for TikTok, making my cat famous.
And I'm literally doing this variety show. So the algorithm's very confused about what my channel's about, and I think it's struggling to find the audience for me. I was listening to this podcast for YouTubers, and this guy on it was like, I think the quote was like, variety shows on YouTube don't work. And I was gagged. I was like, I like to do things out of spite. So you can help me prove people wrong by subscribing to this variety show and sharing it with people and spreading the variety show so that we can become world dominations together and prove YouTube gurus wrong. Let's go. Oh, someone from Ohio's calling me. Ohio. What is that all about? All right, and that's my show. Bye. The hippos had just made landfall. The hippos, they just made landfall. I guess because they were bright fucking green.
Hey, you can't be here, little kitty. You can't be here. You can be in the room, but you can't be on the table here. Come on. Come on now. You're gonna get fur on my shirt. Come on now. Come on now. Now you got fur all over the table. I love them little cats, but they sure do shed a lot.